I was trying to give you, well, it's Friday's live trading, but I'm actually recording this Thursday morning, so it's just coming up to 8 o'clock Thursday morning. So I've logged in and seen that these markets are having a good old little run here, actually. And so I'm hoping I can get in on this at some point. What I don't want is the market to run, and then do a shallow pullback. That would be the last thing I'd want. So I'm hoping that in the next few minutes or so, it will start commencing a pullback, but it's not at the moment. So we'll see. Like I say, just coming up to 8 o'clock. We've got momentum across the board. So I'm watching the pound. It doesn't really matter if I trade the pound or trade the euro. The euro's just hit its prior day's highs, yesterday's highs. So let's have a quick look at the euro. If I put it in perspective, there we go. There's yesterday's high there. So we've just hit it literally, just as I've just been speaking there. So it may back off from there. So anyway, I'm looking for long trades. So I'll be pressing pause. But I'm doing this video as well as doing a coaching call all morning with a trader down in Australia. So I'm mixing this up between having to try and find some trades here and also making sure that I can do all the coaching and trading with that trader as well. So juggling some balls here this morning. So we'll see. So, I'll press pause for now. We'll see if we can get a trade. Okay, so I have a plan. The plan is I'm going to looking to buy the pound if it comes down to 149.10 area, about here. Now you're going to hear me later on because I'll be talking to my trader as well. This is still going at the moment, but I hope it's not one of those days he just runs away and it just can't get in. But so you'll hear me talking to him at the same time. So I'll press pause for now and we'll wait and see if this thing can set up. Okay, so just back. I'm on the mic here with Gonzalo down in Australia, and we're looking to take a quick trade here on the euro. Actually, so just waiting to see. I'm just watching my screens off screen. I'm looking for an entry just to get in long. A quick entry. I shouldn't have said short entry. To get in long here with the view to coming back up to this high. I mean, it's a tight trade, but it's just a specific trade setup. And we've missed out on this whole move here because we've not seen any pullback, and the euro's broken out to new highs, but it's still sitting around there. So we'll trade this with a tight stop and just see if it can work out. The momentum's obviously all up here this morning, so I'll be going in with the 4 units. We're looking to take a couple of units off if we can get up to the top, up to those highs, and then take it from there. So we're just coming down to that level I was looking at. So hold on, we've got to make sure we get the right price here. So see if we can get down to that 33 zone again, and then I'll be looking to buy, and there we go. I'll get one unit. I need to get some more in. There's 2. 3 at 34. Okay, I've only got 3 in so far. Okay, because it's bounced here, so we still need to get those units in, and then we'll be putting a stop just a very short distance away. So bear with me while I'm just getting those stops placed. Let's figure out where we're going to be putting those stops. But we're in at 33, so we're going to put the stops down at about 28. So I'll just be managing those stops here, just while we're waiting to get the rest in. So 110, 10. So I'm putting my stops in at 28, Gonzalo, but that means that you would probably need to put yours in at 27 or 26. Okay. So 110, 28. Okay, here's the another one. So this is a tight trade in here this morning because I know the risk is we've hit resistance and we might want to do a bit more of a reversal. So 110, 28. So that's why we are trading this tight, and this could be over very quick. But this market doesn't need to do a larger retracement. So if it does do a larger retracement, then I might as well be out of this. So let's bring up the account. So here's the 4 units we've just put in. Okay, so I want you to be able to see the screen at the same time, but okay. Anyway, here they all are. So we've got those in there, and this is where we are. So stops all in place. My stops are at 28. Have a nice day, Rach. It's Rachel's birthday today, and I've been really bad. Not spent any time with her this morning, but so that's where all the stops are anyway. So we can see this running whilst the trade's running, and we're going to very quickly find out whether I get stopped out or not. Now, if we go up, like I said, up to this prior high here, the closing price, sorry, not prior high, the closing price, I'll be looking to take half of these units off. So it's tight trading here with this type of setup, but that's just the nature of this setup. So if we and that price was well, we'll see it on here. It's about 44 or so. So it's all tight stuff. But what I'll do is then, if it does can get up to there, then very quickly we'll take those two off. So let's get 2 units ready, just in case. And if we can get up to there, we'll bank half, move the stop up, and then just see if it follows through. If it follows through to the upside, then great. Now this should do this now, really, pretty much in this bar or the next bar. It doesn't need to come down lower. So we're getting close, 41s, getting close on the chart there. If I see 42s or so on here, I know that means we're very, very close. So we need 43 on here, and then I know that we're pretty much going to be there on the chart. I could actually move my stop up to 30 now, but I haven't got the time. So if we can get this to 43 on here, I'm having to assume that'll be about it. We can move those stops up to 30 now. Now, if my chart says 30, that means it'll actually stop me out at 29. So what this needs to do is pretty much to come straight up and hit that high there. So we're moving the stops up ultra aggressive, because it's that nature of trade, that if it wants to then pull back, then something else is going on that's not doing that setup anymore. So we won't lose much. We'll be losing about 3 or 4 pips, 4 pips or so. Now we just got to wait and see. So I might have to press pause in a minute, but what we've done is effectively what we call an extreme trade, a stream trade, where price gets overbought in the very short term, and then we look for like a 1 or 2 bar pullback, and then look to then trade it back up to that level. So we've got that 1 bar pullback that came into a certain level that I was looking at off screen, and now just looking for this bar to come up and at least test that high. Now, like I said, I'll take half off if it can get to that high. So we're looking at about 43 on here, and then we'll still try and just run the rest if that can happen. So because we could just carry on breaking higher, and at least we'll be in with half if that's the case. So and if this, well, we'll see 41s. Let's see if we can do it this time. 42s, no, nearly. So I'm looking at about 40. It's going to be about 43 on here on the deal ticket. That'll be about it. So gets to about 42.5. I think it must know that what I'm up to. 42.3, nearly. No, 41s. Is it going to do it? Might have to press pause in a second if it's going to start dithering. So what we've got is the euro's broken out to new highs here in this whole move over the last couple of weeks. This morning broke out above the highs of the last couple of days. Only marginally so far, but it has broken out. So it's a case of seeing if we're going to completely carry on following through. This setup is a specific setup on a 5-minute chart. I would have loved to have been in this for the larger move here this morning, but I was maybe a bit late to the party and have missed my opportunity earlier. So from when I logged in, so we're having to just take a setup a bit late to the party. The risk is that I'm not going to just go in and put a wide stop in, because I don't know for certain if the euro is going to carry on going higher. That's why. Otherwise, I would just, at all costs, just be in. But as we are hovering around those prior highs, I have to take note of that, and so we just take a small trade, and if it breaks, then great. Now I'm going to press pause for a second, because this thing is now taking its time and it's pulling back up. Okay, so we're coming down now, as we can see, so things have reversed a little bit. So it's looking more likely I'm going to get stopped out here. It's looking more likely. So, but the risk, the loss won't be too much. Here it goes. I think it's about to take me out. These will need to go sub 30, and we'll see me get stopped. What we really wanted to do was to see this candle, this get up there and hit that level on this following candle. So something else may well be going on now, which means it may be doing a larger retracement. There it goes. I think it's just stopped. There we go. So if it's doing a larger retracement, so be it. So by keeping things tight there, it's only lost £114, and so we shall see how we get on through the day. Now, obviously, I'm here doing training with Gonzalo, so we need to get on with that training, and we'll come back to this a bit later if we find another setup. Okay, so just back, we've just noticed something on the euro dollar here, so I'm going to give this another shot. So we're going to go back in again. So we're going to quickly get some units in, and we're going to put a stop below this low. I've only got 2 in at the moment, so see if we can get. I've only just gone back to it. We've been chatting away. I've only got 2 units in, so and it's already gone, so it's going. So let's bring up the account again. So with those 2 units, cool. We just noticed something there, and at the moment can't do much more than having those 2 units in. If it pulls back again, then we'll get the other units in. But we just noticed something there, so I'll just press pause. We noticed something on the bigger time frames for the potential to go higher, and we've just been a little bit late to the party there, and we've only got the 2 units in, but we'll see. Let me just press pause a second. I need to look at the levels. Okay, just back. So we've popped up and we've popped back down, so we're going to get another unit. We'll get a 3rd unit in, and we'll leave it no, I'm going to go full units actually, because there's nothing wrong with the setup. So I'm going to go full units and see if we can get there. So we'll get that 4th one in. Right, so we've now gone 4 units. It's a slightly wider stop on this occasion because that's just the nature of this trade. But we're still in with 4 units, so I'm just getting the stops sorted out. And again, if we get stopped out, then so be it. 1, 10. So I put my stop in at 22, which means I would get stopped out at 21. And now we're just playing that waiting game to see if if this is gonna pop up. Basically, what we've seen is let's get rid of these for a minute. What we've seen is on the 15-minute chart. Let's take us out to the 15-minute time frame. We've had a setup come in on the 15-minute chart, which we hadn't spotted initially. And so again, we're looking for price to come up to this closing price on the 15-minute chart here, and we'll see if that's going to happen for us. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll come back to this. Okay, just back. So as we can see, the euro's just been consolidating for quite a while here. It's sort of coming up a bit. So we've got the orders are in place. We've actually put 2. Gonzalo, say hi. I don't know if it's going to come up on the sound, but we'll see if it works. There we go. So Gonzalo said hi. Now I don't know whether that's going to come up on the recording or not, but we'll give it a try anyway. So so I've put 2 orders in here on half to close half at 44 there. So remember that was these highs here, which I said would be about 43 on the actual deal ticket, but we'll see. So, and then what we'll do is, if it can break, if it can get up to there, then obviously we're going to see if we can hold on to 2 of the units to see if we can get a run. We're looking up into the let me just have another look briefly off screen. We are looking, if it can get up there, at into the 110.70 zone, 60 upper 60s I think it is. So if it can get that bit higher, so 110.60 something, and then thereafter we've got even higher. So 110.60 odd is we've got a monthly pivot up there, and then even after that we've got a daily 50 MA, which is higher again. So we'll worry about those if we can get there. So for now we're just watching this, tracking the prices as we're moving, and see if this can, at least in the first instance, get up to that first target. Let's see if it's going to hit. So it's getting close-ish. So Now what I need to do is I'll bring up these deal tickets because I may override them just in case what I see is price actually hitting this on in real time, but my tickets don't disappear. So well, we may override there. But anyway, we're 15 minutes in, so we'll just see if we're gonna get there. I'll press pause for now. Okay, so we're just giggling because this is coming up. It's getting close here. So at 42, 43, 44. Oh, there we go. Whoa, it's just hit half. Gonzi, is it hit half on yours? You closed at 42. Okay. Well, mine hit at 44. I thought you said you had your limit order at 44. Didn't hit it. Oh, okay, maybe you've got different spreads on yours. You saw mine just hit. So okay, so here we go, guys. So we just hit the limit orders there at 44. Now, what are we going to do with the rest of this this trade? Now, we've got to look towards the bigger picture. I'm not overly concerned actually at moving my stops up too aggressively just yet. Normally I start moving my stops up. I mean, if we can get up and break these highs, then I'll move the stops up. But at the moment, I think this is potentially still just consolidating. Now I had my level at 44 on the chart. Doesn't even look like it probably quite hit that level, but anyway, it has. 44 was the level. So we could possibly move our stop up to you know, what's it at the moment? No, do you know what, I'm just going to leave mine. So we've made about 10 pips on that half, and I'm going to leave my stop down at 22. So when we were in at 31s and 29s, so effectively it'll become almost a break-even trade if I get stopped out. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that approach of just giving it that little bit of slack, and then we'll see. Other times I'll be looking to aggressively move my stop up. But the way that the price action's been, it's a bit choppy. It could come back down to sub 30 again, and then still go higher again. So I'm just going to give it that little bit of slack here today. Whatever happens, I lose. If it rolls over, then whatever we lost beginning was it about 115 pounds on that first trade. Then I think it would be something around that still. So that's the plan of action. I shall press pause for now. Right, okay, just back. So as we can see, this euro did pull back here, so we did get stopped out on the remainder. So let's have a look here. So we took the 70 and 74, and then on the remainder lost 52 and 66. So ended up with an £89 losing morning. Now, Gonzalo and I are still working away here. We're only we're 17 minutes into this video. Is there the potential for another trade? I don't know. We're sort of mid-morning now, so no, less likely, but I might leave this software running and we'll see if there's anything crops up later, as we're only down £89. We'll see if we can find another trade later. So I'll press pause now. Okay, just back. I finished with Gonzalo now, and it's 12:37 p.m. Thursday, and we haven't done anything more. The euro done a nice pullback after this morning's nice run up. It's done quite a significant pullback. Obviously we were in up here, weren't we? So we've not done anything subsequently, and so I'm looking at this market, looking at the hourly chart and thinking, okay, well, it's making these marginal new highs here today. One thing that I missed when we took this trade was actually we'd actually hit the 4-hour 200, and I'd missed that when we took that trade earlier on. So all those two trades, we had the one stop out up here, and then the other trade we got in over here somewhere, ran to the first target whenever it was over here, I think on this candle, and then just rolled over and stopped us out. So at the end of the day, it was just all we've had is this 89 pounds loss today on this as a result of getting a couple of gains. Obviously, if we'd have banked everything, we'd have been up, because we were up at whatever, I can't remember what we were up at the time. But that's not what it's about. It's about trying to run your trades when you think there might be that potential for a bit more of a run. And it doesn't matter whether it does or it doesn't. You just follow that principle, and then some of those occasions you get those runs. So anyway, nothing there really. We're 19 minutes into this video, so I think I'm going to leave it. There's not a lot of news out today, so There's nothing really much coming out this afternoon now. The markets have got to do whatever they've got to do. If they're going to roll over, I've got to wait for them to roll, so it'll take hours. So I'm going to leave this video with you, and sorry there's not been too much going on there, but a couple of attempts there. I think what you do is, this is what you do. You're constantly throwing darts into the dartboard, and some of them are going to stick and some of them aren't going to when you're trading, and these ones were okay, but we were right against resistance. So if I'd have spotted that, that was a slight mistake there today, that trading right against resistance. We'd done these extremes, so very nearly we got to that first target, to be fair to it, on that one anyway, and then again on this second one we hit first target, but the overall we had hit that 4-hour 200, so I think it was probably the right thing to probably have left that alone. I was just watching this euro now; it's just rolling over a little bit, but it's just coming down into other support levels. So overall, it's trading within this range. Let's go back to that hourly chart, back into this range, should I say? And so there's not really much I can do with this. So I shall leave this with you. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back in touch next week.